Facts, but you can't sound and talk like this and get no king, just street niggas. I like street niggas. Don't get me wrong to think that I can't get a king. Y'all kings is unattractive. Y'all niggas ugly. On me, let's keep it honest. All y'all niggas that want to treat me right, I don't like y'all niggas. I'm not one to settle. I'm not settling. Bitch, you gonna look good. When you beside me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm sorry. I could find good niggas, but those good niggas be ugly niggas. On me. Them niggas that's gonna treat you the way you wanna be treated, they ugly. You don't like them niggas. I'm not settling. Fuck you talking about? You gonna be a trick. You're not finna be my man. I don't give a fuck. So if that gonna leave me unhappy, I'm finna be unhappy. I'm gonna be happy as shit with the money that I make. Facts, but you can't.
Hey, yo, look, there we go. Listen, black men, there we go. I think right now I can stop making videos about black women, but I'm not going to, because black men, listen, this right here is the final boss. This is the final boss of all shitheads. This is the final boss of all dickheads. This is the final boss of all black women. The one who finally keeps it a buck with you. This right here. I've been saying this all the whole time. That's why I keep talking about all the stuff I'm talking about. Yo, black man, she said it. Finally, I can finally show the guys the proof. Yo, for all black women who come on my channel right now and you say whatever you got to say about me, for all the black men who disagree with what I have to say about black women, listen, here it goes right here. And I'm telling you, the majority, the overwhelming majority, I'm talking like 90+% of black women agree to what she is saying. Hence why 77% of black women get pregnant by 25% of black men. And I believe it's more than that, because that 77% only represents the ages between 18 and 25. We're not talking about women who get pregnant before 18, and they're not factoring in women who get pregnant after 25. So if you want to factor in underage teen pregnancies, and you want to factor in women between the ages of 26 and 35, or 26 and let's say, 35, because even then, black women still get pregnant by Tyrone. So listen, that 77% of them, listen, that's really 80, anywhere between 80 to 85% of black women mess with 25% of black males. Tyrone, Pookie, the jailbird. You feel me? The dude with a tattoo of his gang and his street and his dead homie on his face. Yo, black man, she said it. You're ugly. That's the problem. And listen, I don't feel like that about myself. And I don't feel like that about other men, because I'm not obviously judging other men. But she said it. And guess what, black men? Just because, she's the one to vocalize it, you don't think other black women agree to that? Now, again, based off her background, you're in the projects. You're on Section 8. You have about less than 2 years left on Section 8, because Donald Trump said he's getting rid of that stuff. Guess what? The president after Donald Trump, it's not going to be Barack Obama. It's not going to be, I'm sorry, well, obviously not him. It's not going to be a black man. It's not going to be another Democrat. I can promise you that. Because guess what? Trump is setting down new standards. Standards that everybody else seems to want. And guess what? At least we knew what Donald Trump is doing right now. He said this before in that Project 2025. Again, chicks like her, black men, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. She said that she doesn't want the kings because the kings are unattractive. The men who would treat you the way you want to be treated are ugly. Black men, that's how she feels about you. And that's how the majority of black women feel about you. Hence why I say, black men, you might as well go somewhere else, especially if you don't fit the stereotypical look. Again, I mentioned you can thug max, right? Let's say you don't have whatever look she's talking about, right? Because in the mind of black women, you have to be August Alsina, you got to be Idris Elba, you got to be Chris Brown, you have to be Huncho, you have to be all these other dudes with this very specific look about themselves, on top of the fact that they thug max. Because even guys like Chris Brown thug max. Why is Chris Brown talking about he's a treetop Pyru or a Bompton Pyru? Nigga, you're from Virginia. Chris Brown was on Sweet Life, Zach and Cody in 2004 or 2003. He was like 18. When did you have time to get put onto Pyru when you were on Disney Channel pop locking it, dude? You dropped popping in 2005. But yet you were bumped in Pyru. Everybody knows you get put on the hood after 18, my nigga, you a lame. Unless you got put on in jail and then and anyways, but again, that's what black women like, right? You see what I'm talking about, dude? It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy, bro. You feel me? And that's why I have the picture up on the screen from the movie Set It Off, right? When Jada Pinkett was sleeping with the old man because she needed help paying her bills. And guess what? That same old man said, listen, you'll get your money after I'm done. Yo, black men, you might as well keep it. You might as well keep any interaction with black women the same way how he did it. You get the money when I'm done. You feel me? And that's how they gonna look when you over there busting that thing wide open. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't believe I have to do this to get this money, man. But guess what? You said you're gonna be happy. Listen, she said she's gonna be happy with whatever money she makes on her own. Guess what? Females like you don't make much. And even in my last video, that chick who talking about, yeah, I spend this and I spend that and I do this and I do that for myself. But guess what? She's in that same position too, on her back, legs spread wide open. And guess what? It's the man who she thinks she has to settle for, busting that thing up, man. Yo, black man, yo, that's why you can't even listen to what they be talking about, man. What they be talking about be rubbish. It be foolishness. It be garbage. It be straight nonsense, man. That's why, dudes, I tell you, go ahead and get your passport. Okay, and if you don't want to get your passport and move overseas, at least stop dealing with them. You dudes be so desperate to have something that you'll take low quality, man. Ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody checking for you. Only dudes checking for women like that are simps. You're clearly standing in the projects. Who is going out their way to mess with a chick in the projects? What? 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 Come on, dude. And you calling somebody else ugly? Look at your lace front. It's lifting up off your head. Look at the weave. It's dried out, man. That's not even your real hair. Look at all the makeup on your face. Look at the filter. You probably dressed like a bum right now too. Or better yet, you probably in the hood, in the trenches, wearing real designer when you paid more for an outfit than your own rent. What? You see how wealth doesn't even make sense in their mind? Sense why she's in the hood. You feel me? They'll rather spend more on an outfit than what they do on rent. They'll rather spend more on a car payment to look a certain kind of way to people who don't give a fuck about them, rather than spending money on better rent or a rent in a better place. Come on, son. And I'm ugly. 10% black men, you're ugly. Thinking black men, you're ugly. Productive black men, you're ugly. Nah, it's because every, you yo, I'm telling you, it's too easy, bro. It's too easy. And then you talking about, oh, the guys that treat you good are ugly. Yo, if you stand next to me, you better look good. Yo, black man, I'm telling you, the majority of black women feel the same way. They agree to it. Hence why you look at the actions of black women. Yo, my nigga, real talk. I had a black woman tell me to my face while she was sitting in my apartment, right? I needed a ride to work one day. She just so happened to be in the area. I called her up. I'm like, yo, listen, can you give me a ride? Right? It was about maybe an hour or two before I had to go to work. So we sat there, we smoked some weed, and we were having a conversation. And mind you, she told me, she said, yeah, my car got shot up. I'm thinking like, yo, she was in a bad situation. Nah, Tyrone shot her car up. Glocktavius shot her car up. You feel me? And I'm like, yo, why? And oh, because they got into an argument. What? So, and I'm like kind of playing dumb, because that's how you have to get information out of black women. You can't judge them, right? Because when you have that judgmental look on your face, when you and again, that's how you know I don't really hate black women. It's just that I'm pointing out the obvious things because I know how to be cordial with them enough to where they can open up with me. The majority of, I say pretty much every black woman I've ever met opened up to me because guess what? I don't judge them, even though they judge me. I don't judge them, but I need information. I need the information. I need the data, man. I need the research so I can come back and give it to you guys because a lot of you guys aren't even in those situations where you can interact with them. You can see it from the outside looking in, but from the inside looking out. Listen, I can give you guys the real. Again, this black woman told me to my face after the Tyrone that she was with shot up her vehicle. And again, I got in that same car and she drove me to work. Bullet holes in the passenger window, bullet holes in the rear view window, bullet holes in the side of the car. Listen, her two rear, her two rear windows on the driver and passenger side busted out. It was like a plastic bag over the one side and like duct tape over the second side. I'm like, really, bro? And I remember I asked her, I said, listen, so are you gonna call the police? She said no. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, he told me that I'm sorry and I forgive him. It was a misunderstanding. I'm like, yo, so who's gonna pay for the damages? She said, oh, I'm gonna ask my dad. What? Yo, black man, if you got daughters out here, yo, your daughter is out here messing with Tyrone. Your daughter out here messing with Glocktavius, man. I'll let you guys know right now. If she get pregnant by those type of dudes, man, listen, take her out your will. Excommunicate her from the family. Or if you can't or won't do that, listen, excommunicate her from your life. If she wants to come by the house with her with the grandkids, Tyrone's bastard prodigy, listen, at least let her know. Tell her mother that she's on the way to the house so the wife can let you know and you can get out the house and you don't have to see that damn bastard kid anymore. Cause I'm like, yo, listen, you out here messing with dudes that's gonna hurt you. But again, that's what black women like. Even the black woman who I'm talking about, she said, listen, I love a gangster ass nigga. I love a dude with a tattoo on his face. She said, I just love it, man. She said that kind of adrenaline you get from being around them dudes, man, and make they pussy wet. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. You look at these men as somebody to praise and worship. So for every other dude who don't fit this, man, listen, why are you? That's what I'm saying. If it's not Tyrone, she's gonna pick Zaddy over you. And listen, we already know I'm sorry, black women's standard for a white man is far. Listen, in order to be a black man and get a white, I'm messing it up. In order to be a black man and get a black woman, you have to be Tyrone, right? Well, guess what? The white man don't have to be anything close near Tyrone and Glocktavius. He can be who you are, black man, the 10% thinking black man. He could be the thinking white man. He could be the productive white man. He could be the square white man. He could be the below average white man. It's the fact that he's white. And guess what? In their mind, they see white as the pinnacle of success. They see white as the what's the word I'm looking for? They see white as the peak of the mountain. It's the highest level that you can reach is being white. That's why they don't have a standard for white men. But you, black man, oh no, highest highest level of standards for you. You have to be perfect. You have to be perfect. And again, I think this is just the dichotomy that they're running in America, where within every group, all the women are placing a high standard on their group of men. But of course, black women are making the most absurd and outrageous standards for black men. So that's why I say when it comes to interracial dating, people want to be the best representation possible for their group. So when you go and date a non-black woman, she's not placing the same standards on you that she will place on a man from her group. And again, because people want to be a good representation for their group, because again, a Latino is not going to want me as a black man going around spewing out hateful stuff about Latinas. And you could say, oh, I'm generalizing Latinas, or you can even say I'm generalizing black women, but we all know it's not generalizations. We all know that this is the reality amongst them. You feel me? So people want to accept the fact that, listen, I want to be a good representative for my group so that this person, listen, even if we don't work out, they will still pick more people from my group and vice versa, right? But black women, dude, they don't give a damn. Yo, they want to shit on your name and your image just as much as the white man want to do it to you, just so other women don't have access to you because they feel like, yo, it's for the simps, for the 10% men who get away, they're mad at you because you date out. But ultimately it's because you're getting treated better. A woman of another group is not telling you those same things. And again, and the reason why I tell black men date out for real, because when I do see black men who tend to date outside their race, it's not the stereotypical buck Negro, Tarzan swinging Negro, pants sagging, tattoo wearing, gun toting Negro. You feel me? It's successful brothers. Again, you don't have to be 6'6" to go get a Latina. You don't got to be 6'8" to go get a snow bunny. You don't got to be 6'7", 300 pounds to go get you an Asian woman. Like they're not hyper fixating on those things. It's only black women who care so much about that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that you can be any type of dude. You can be, non-hygienic. You don't shower, you don't brush your teeth, you don't cut your hair, and you don't dress properly, man. You don't speak properly. You don't. You, I'm not saying that you can be a scrub. I'm just saying that you don't have to be, in the eyes of black women, perfect. You feel me? Because they're looking for somebody who's aesthetically perfect, whereas other groups of women, and I can say America, they might care about that aesthetically pleasing look, which I won't disagree to. But some people are more realistic than others. It's just that black women, they just take things to the extreme. And then you see when guys go overseas, well, you really have access to it. Because again, that's one of the reasons why I talk about what I'm talking about. That kind of black woman right there saying that shit to me, I'm like, dude, that shit would kill my self-esteem because you're telling me that's the best that I can get. And then on top of that, she expects to use me. Fuck no, man. You better off getting with a chick, and that chick is like a 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. I always say in my videos, if you don't mind being seen out in person with a woman, displaying, or I'm sorry, showing public displays of affection, that woman is at least a 5. I'm not saying you have. Listen, brothers already know you don't have to get out here and get a 10 out of 10. If the woman is attractive to you and you're happy and you love her, listen, that's good enough. Just pick somebody who treats you well, respects you, and somebody you can at least be attracted to. Who's attracted to that? Who is watching this video and saying, listen, oh, I'm trying to bag that? Oh, she a bad shorty, man. Come on, son. Be real with yourself. You feel me? Yo, what Smokey said to Craig? Yo, you ain't got a lot to kick it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to lie to kick it. Keep it a stack. You dudes ain't going out your way for that. As much as some of you dudes may love black women, you feel like, yo, that, that, you got someone like that talking to you, saying that. Okay, maybe you might accept it. Maybe 50%. Maybe you might accept it if it's like 90s Nia Long saying that to you. Early 2000s Catwoman Holly Berry saying that to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And even then, you might not accept it then, but at least you can maybe understand the point she's coming from. Maybe. But see, that's the difference when you're overseas. See, first of all, in America, quality is down bad, dude. Quality is very low. Any woman who believes she's not fat, especially amongst black women, who if she believes she's not fat, or she knows she's not fat, compared to other black women, dude, she's adding a super tax. You feel me? She's adding a super tax. So basically, that woman is not accessible to you. You feel me? And again, if you don't fit the Tyrone stats, even larger percentage of them are not accessible to you. But that's why black men or men in general go overseas. But black men who do go overseas, the woman he gets overseas is always looks better than the woman he had back in the States, because again, the abundance of beauty is available in these other places, man. Everybody knows when you go down to South America, abundance of beauty. Everybody knows black men who can afford to be in Europe, right? North, south, east, or west, Europe, abundance of beauty. Even in Africa, yes, black men who still love black women and he wants to be with a black woman, they go to parts of Africa and guess what? Abundance of beauty with better treatment. Again, guys go to Asia, an abundance of beauty. Most of the women who are not fat in America, you got to sift through so many fat chicks just to get the ones who aren't fat. And she believes because she isn't fat, time to add a tax. Yo, son, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Listen. She said that she will be happy. She will be happy being single and mistreated by the Tyrones and Glocktaviuses, because if the Kings treat you right, she admitted to it. The men who treat you right don't look good. So if the men who treat you right don't look good to you and they're unattractive, the men who you find attractive don't treat you right. So she will be happy being single, mistreated, and working for crumbs, because she said whatever money she make. What money you think a woman in the projects is making? You think she's making six-figure money? Nah, she couldn't be in the projects then. You think she's making high five-figure money? Nope, she couldn't be in the projects then. You think she's making the average American income? Nope, because she couldn't be in the projects then. On top of the fact, she has children, multiple children by multiple men. So guess what? She's probably making $30,000. $25,000. Matter of fact, she can't even work full time, because if she works full time, she can't qualify for Section 8, SNAP, EBT. You know what I'm saying? So listen, let her continue to be poor. And listen, this is the mindset that a lot of black women have, especially the American ones, or the ones who come to America and get Americanized. They have this same mindset. So let her keep working for her crumbs while you go somewhere else and go be happy. Let her keep getting mistreated, punched on, beat on, spit on, hospitalized by these dangerous, violent men while you go be happy. Let her continue to live in environments where the children shoot, rob, and kill. Pissy hallways. People spit on, well, back in the day, people used to spit on the phone booth. Again, you guys probably aren't from the north, but back when there was still the phone booths, man, people used to spit on the phone booths. Listen, you got piss inside your elevators, piss in the stairwells. You got 30 guys hanging out in front of the building, terrorizing anybody who walked in and out the building, smoking weed in the building, selling drugs in the building, posting pictures with guns in the building. Listen, you can continue to live in those environments where you have police patrolling every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes in your neighborhood, someone gets arrested. Every other weekend in your neighborhood, someone apartment get raided. Every other week or every other couple days, somebody gets shot in your neighborhood. Listen, continue to live in those environments. Continue to spend all your money on weave and wigs and makeup and designer clothes that you can't really afford. But because you live on Section 8, because whatever money you do make, you spend that on frivolous things. Listen, let them live in poverty, black men. Or if she is living a middle class life but flexing and she really needs your help, again, hence why I've been talking over Jada Pinkett getting smashed by that old man. That's the reality, black men. That's what I'm saying. You dudes are better off just paying for box when it comes to them. And personally, if it came down to paying for box, I'm not paying for black box. Nah. But we ain't paying for box, period. But listen, you better off doing what he's doing because guess what? At least he's in a power position. You need me. You may feel like Tyrone has better genetics. Okay, cool. But you need my resources to take care of those bastards because guess what? Off of Section 8, without no guidance in their life, those kids aren't going to raise or aren't going to be raised to take care of you. But you're focused on Tyrone because why? Oh, he's tall. So my son, he'll be a basketball player. Oh, my son, he'll be a football player. Oh, my daughter, she'll become another single mom on Section 8. Bastard kids by bastard men. Listen, the cycle continues, black men. The cycle continues. And again, once you can read this stuff, man, once you see how things really play out, once you see the optics behind it, man, it makes you sit back and wonder, like, damn, this is what really was awaiting for me. Yo, come on, son. Too easy, man. Too easy. But anyways, black man, again, go back and watch the video over. She feels like, yo, black man, you ugly. She feel like, yo, you not attractive. And see, that's one thing I can give other groups of women that, yo, you don't have to be the most attractive dude to have anything or have something good. You know what I'm saying? At least something good. Something good. You don't have to be that dude. I'm not saying you can be a 1 out of 10 type of dude, but man, listen, you don't have to be some supermodel. What's the point of black women focusing on guys being a supermodel for or being overtly attractive for when again, if 75, I'm sorry, forget 75, 85% of black women get pregnant by 25% of black men, and we see how in the black community we're still at the bottom. Don't you think it's time for another group of men to take control? And it goes back, yo, black women, they're not going to give up control. Even if they saw it right in front of their faces, how if you put these men in control, you put the 10% men in control, our race will progress. White supremacy will end if black women start doing what they were doing. But like I said, black men, once you understand what's going on, once you are able to actualize it, once you're able to articulate it the same way how I am in all these videos, because we all grew up seeing this stuff, but we didn't know how to articulate it and we didn't understand the science behind it. But you got to understand all this stuff is full circle, man. It's full circle, man. And guess what? The flow of that circle will not be disrupted or it will not change unless you're able to change the person who's at the head of the black community, black women. So guess what? This mindset, that degenerate way of thinking, the poverty lifestyle, the rap music and the violence and all that other nonsense is going to always be prominent in our society because guess what? Who dictates what's cool? Who dictates who wins as far as the men? Black women. Anyways, black men, I'm out. Peace. Yo, make better choices, black men.